Hi friends, this is your Python partner here, and now we are going to see more about arguments. So I hope you have already seen the video explaining what are functions as well as parameters and arguments. And if not, I really suggest you to go watch that video and come back here. I have included the link in description box. So now let's start. A function definition can have multiple parameters, and as well a function call also needs multiple arguments to match the same. So passing arguments to a function has number of ways. So first let's see positional arguments. So when we call the function, Python matches each argument in the function call with the parameters in the function definition. Okay. If this process is done based on the order of the arguments provided, then this way of matching is called positional arguments. Okay, let's see this using an example. So here, see there is an function. It is name of the function is chocolate giving, and inside that we have two parameters. Okay, and there are some lines inside that. So from this function, it is very clear that our function chocolate giving needs name of the chocolate and as well as the name of the person to whom we gonna give chocolate. Okay, so when we call this function chocolate giving, we need to give both the details. So see here, in this first function call, the argument dark chocolate is assigned to the parameter name of the chocolate, and the argument Alice is assigned to the parameter name of the person. Okay, a function can be called many times as we wish, right? So here in the second function call, the argument milk chocolate is assigned to the parameter name of the chocolate, and argument Peter is assigned to the parameter name of the person. Okay, so then the function uses the parameter values to display the welcome message. I think a party is happening here. So yeah, see the output. Yes, it is like a welcome Alice. Dark chocolate is wrapped and given to Alice. Enjoy the party, Alice. And as well as to Peter also, there is a welcome message like welcome Peter. Milk chocolate is wrapped and given to Peter. And enjoy the party, Peter. Fine. So yeah, at first it prints the welcome message for Alice and then to Peter. So here working with function by calling it multiple times is very efficient, right? If not, you have to type some number of welcome lines to each and every person that you invited for the party. On thinking about this typing task, you may cancel the party, right? But now you don't have to because you got functions here. Let them do the work for you. Okay, so you can create as many positional arguments as you need in your functions. Python will take care of matching the arguments with the corresponding parameter in the function's definition. Okay, so one thing to remember about positional arguments is order. Order matters here. Okay, so if you are not cautious about the order of arguments, that means if you mix it up, then you can get unexpected results. We can see same example here. And if I'm going to write a function call like this, in this function call, I've changed the order of arguments. That is, first I have given the name Alice and second the dark chocolate. And now you can see the effect or side effects of this carelessness in the output. See, welcome dark chocolate. Alice is wrapped and given to dark chocolate. Enjoy the party, dark chocolate. See, so this is how. So here, Alice's argument is assigned to the parameter name of the chocolate, and as well as the dark chocolate is assigned to the parameter name of the person. So if you get any funny results like this, I think you know where to look for. Of course, in function call. So we have already seen what are positional arguments, and now it's time to see keyword argument. So it is nothing but the name value pair that we pass to a function. So here we directly match the name and the value within the arguments. So when we pass that to a function, Python knows where each value needs to go and no more confusions regarding the order of your arguments. Okay, we can take same example here, but in function call there is a small change. Just see. In chocolate giving function call, I have given name of chocolate is equal to dark chocolate. Name of person is equal to Alice. So here we explicitly tell Python which argument to be matched with which parameter. So now Python correctly assigns the value, okay, and shows the output. See the output. Welcome Alice. Dark chocolate is wrapped and given to Alice. Enjoy the party, Alice. Fine. So here another point to remember is we don't have to worry about the order of keyword argument because Python knows which values goes to which parameters. Right? So this function call will also work. See, I have changed the order. Like at first I have given name of person is equal to Alice and second I have given name of chocolate is equal to dark chocolate. And see, you receive the same output. Welcome Alice, dark chocolate is wrapped and given to Alice and enjoy the party. Fine. So here what we have to worry is not the order but to use the exact names of parameters in function definition. If not, Python winks at you with error. Okay, so this is the thing you have to be very careful regarding keyword argument. So we have already seen what are positional arguments and keyword arguments, and now let's see another concept called default values. So that is, you can define a default value for each parameter. So when we call that particular function, if we pass argument value, Python uses that. Else it uses the parameter's default value. Okay, so we can take the same example here. See, definition chocolate giving. In that example, in place of that name of chocolate, I have given the value dark chocolate. So this is how you have to use the default value. Here in this function, this dark chocolate is the default value that we have given. Fine. So according to this example, we are hosting a party, or at least you are hosting a party, right? So here you decide to provide only dark chocolate. Okay. So then the person need not really worry regarding the chocolate that he or she prefers. So it's already given in the parameter as default value. Just think like that. Okay. It will be very easy for you to remember all these things. And all other lines inside the function remains the same. Okay. So now the function call to this function needs only one value. What is that? Yes, name of the person. And now we are using keyword argument here, like in this function call chocolate giving name of person is equal to Peter. Okay, I passed Peter. And now you see the output. Welcome Peter, dark chocolate is wrapped and given to Peter. Enjoy the party, Peter. Fine. So if you observe carefully, the order of parameters in the function definition is changed here. Why? Because it needs to be, because a parameter with default value needs to be listed after all the parameters that don't have default values. Okay, so then Python interprets the positional arguments correctly. So here in this example, default value, that is name of chocolate, makes it unnecessary to specify the type of chocolate that the person prefers, right? So only one argument is needed, that is name of person, and Python considers it as positional argument and matches it with the first parameter. Okay, so the function call below will also works fine. Like if I'm just going to give, simply I'm going to pass the name of the person, that is Peter alone here. Still it works because there is only one parameter and Python considers it as positional argument. Fine. And what if we have to specify another value instead of default value? Then we have to explicitly give the value for the argument which holds the default value. So now, yes, again let's take our party hosting example. Let's talk like that. If Peter insists having milk chocolate and then you as a party host doesn't really mind and you really allow him, then he comes with a function call like this, like chocolate giving and name of the person he passes Peter, and as well name of the chocolate he just changed it to milk chocolate. Okay, so here Peter provides his preferred value milk chocolate for the parameter name of the chocolate instead of the default value. So now Python uses that value for assigning to the name of chocolate. Fine. See the output. Welcome Peter, milk chocolate is wrapped and given to Peter. Enjoy the party, Peter. So output is printed for Peter with milk chocolate as his preference. Okay. So only one thing that you have to keep in your mind regarding the usage of default values is you can actually change the default value as you wish. If not, Python will use that default value. Okay, so that is it. So as we have seen, there are different ways to pass the arguments. Now it's time to discuss the errors which can commonly occur here. So when using functions, if you come across an error like unmatched arguments, it is because the number of arguments are more or less for it is to work. So you have to make sure that your arguments in the function call is same as number of parameters in the function definition. Okay. So let's try to make errors and let's learn from it. Okay. So for that, I have taken an example. It is a function definition. It is my cakes. Okay. In that we need two parameters, that is name and cake, and inside that there is some information. Okay. Like it's just an information displaying part. It's a very small function. Okay. And if I'm going to call this function like this, simply my cakes off, what will be the output look like? See, of course we get the error telling us about the two missing positional arguments. So what happened? We have not given the enough details here. We have not sent the name as well as cake here. So yes, and now after we give the details properly, we can get rid of this error. See, I have passed Shweta and plum cakes, and now we get the output here. Shweta likes plum cake. Thank you for the information. So fine. And what if I miss one argument? Once again, let's see. So in this function called my cakes of, I've given only plum cakes and say again error. So in this output, it is very clear. So Python really helps you by giving the exact line where it encountered a problem or error. See, here it is in function call and it is in type error, in that it is missing one positional arguments, and even that parameter name has been given here. This cake is missing here, right? So it is really easy for you to correct these errors, and it is very important to use some descriptive names in parameters. Okay, only then you can know what actually is missing. Otherwise, if you are just going to give any abbreviations, it will be more confusing. So try to use more descriptive names as much as possible. So yeah, that's it. So we have seen some big details regarding arguments in this session. So I hope you really understand the concepts well, and just write small functions and pass positional arguments as well as keyword arguments and use default values and just play with these concepts. Okay. And as well try to create more intentional errors so that you could know what is the error and where it is happening and how you have to resolve that. So these all process will make your study session more and more interesting. So yes, that's it. So yeah, join me friends in this journey of learning, and let's make this journey more interesting. Subscribe and join me here. Bye bye and take care.